Right now, the most intense winter weather pattern of the season is unfolding, and you will certainly notice its effects. It starts today, with heavy lake effect snow hitting areas downwind of the Great Lakes. These intense snow bands could cause sudden whiteout conditions, making travel very dangerous. But the snow won't stop there. Another storm will sweep through the northern plains, Midwest, and Ohio Valley, adding more travel challenges during an already difficult week. Even just a few inches of snow can create hazardous road conditions for travelers. However, this is only the beginning of what's coming. A powerful, long-lasting Arctic blast will arrive in the next few days, bringing the coldest air of the season to millions across the country. Wind chills could plunge to as low as 50 degrees below zero, and actual temperatures may drop to 30 below zero in parts of the Midwest. This will be the coldest weather we've seen this year, and it could break records across many states. This extreme cold is serious and requires caution. Today's forecast will clearly explain what you need to know about this major shift in the weather. Simply put, this winter is about to take a dramatic turn in the coming days. Let's dive deeper into what that will look like. I want to start with our jet stream, which will be the main driver of our weather for the next couple of weeks. Right now, there's a large dip in the jet stream stretching across the Midwest and Northeast. A strong low-pressure system near the Great Lakes is causing snowfall this morning in parts of Michigan and the Northeast, with blizzard warnings in the Appalachian Mountains and several winter weather advisories from Ohio and Michigan all the way to Maine. As we move through Thursday and Friday, this dip in the jet stream will intensify, thanks to strengthening upper-level winds coming from the northwest. This will act like a highway for cold air from Canada, pushing it into the northern plains. Those in the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin will start feeling this intense cold as early as Friday. By Saturday and Sunday, strong upper-level winds will continue to funnel massive amounts of cold air into the Midwest, Ohio Valley, Northeast, and even into the Mid-Atlantic. Temperatures could be as much as 50 degrees below average. This cold pattern will hold through Sunday and Monday, especially across the Midwest and Northeast. Then, as we reach the middle of next week, a new weather pattern will emerge, one that might surprise many of you. Instead of more Arctic blasts, we're likely to see a large ridge develop over the southeast. This will bring warmer conditions to much of the United States, breaking the cold airflow from Canada currently dominating our weather. We can expect a more zonal pattern, which means generally neutral conditions nationwide, but with temperatures trending above average. That said, there's still the chance for 1 or 2 winter storms before Christmas, so we'll be watching that closely. Now let's discuss just how cold it's going to get over the next 10 days, starting with temperature anomalies, that is, how much temperatures differ from the average. Right now, cold air is moving across the Great Lakes and Midwest, with some places in western Wisconsin already 25 to 30 degrees below normal. But this is just the start. Friday and Saturday will bring an even stronger Arctic blast to the Midwest. Saturday won't be the coldest day, as Midwest temperatures will range from 20 to 40 degrees below average. Though 40 sounds extreme, Sunday will deliver even colder conditions. Meanwhile, along the Gulf Coast, the desert Southwest, and the Rockies, temperatures will stay above average at least through Saturday. Sunday will bring the harshest conditions as the Arctic blast intensifies across the Midwest. Some areas in Minnesota and Wisconsin could see temperatures 50 degrees below average. Actual readings near negative 25 degrees are possible. That's air temperature, not wind chill. Coastal and western regions like the Gulf Coast, Rockies, California, and Nevada will enjoy above-average warmth. By late Sunday into Monday, this frigid air will spread into the Ohio Valley and along the East Coast. Florida will experience only mild effects, a few degrees below average, but the Ohio Valley could see temperatures 30 to 35 degrees below normal Monday morning. Cold air will stubbornly remain along the East Coast through Tuesday and Wednesday. Then, just before Christmas, we expect a significant warm-up, with record-breaking high temperatures possible. To summarize, here are the temperature forecasts for this weekend. Starting Friday night, temperatures will drop across the Midwest and Northern Plain. Places like North Dakota and Minnesota will already see sub-zero readings. These weekend temperatures will mark the coldest air mass yet this season. Saturday morning will bring widespread readings in the negative teens across North Dakota and Minnesota. Minneapolis will wake up near negative 10 degrees. Fargo could dip to negative 20, and northern Wisconsin will see below zero temperatures. Chicago's temperatures will hover in the teens and 20s, while the Ohio Valley and Northeast will be in the 20s and 30s. The Gulf Coast, by contrast, will be surprisingly warm for this time of year, with Houston reaching the 60s and near 70 degrees Saturday morning. Sunday morning will be the coldest yet this winter and possibly the coldest morning this year, with most places outside the highest elevations finally dropping below 30 degrees. Northwestern Minnesota may see temperatures near negative 30 on Sunday morning. Minneapolis should be near negative 15, Wausau close to negative 10, and Chicago at about 9 degrees. Green Bay will wake up near negative 4 degrees, with daytime highs barely climbing above zero. Sunday will feel extremely cold. By Monday, cold air will push southward, with Tennessee temperatures in the 20s and widespread hard freezes expected. The freezing line will even reach into the Florida Panhandle, Alabama, and Mississippi, so gardeners should protect sensitive plants. Ohio will experience single-digit temperatures, and parts of northern Kentucky may dip below zero. On Tuesday and Wednesday, cold air will linger in the Northeast and Midwest, but conditions will start to improve. Warmer weather will begin to take hold, and snow across the Midwest is expected to start melting by mid to late next week. So, those hoping for a thaw are likely to see some relief soon. For those wondering how cold it will feel outside, we include wind chill factors. On Saturday, wind chills might reach negative 30 degrees in parts of northern central Minnesota, negative 24 in Minneapolis, negative 20 in Green Bay, and near zero in Michigan. Sunday morning will bring even harsher wind chills, some areas near negative 50, especially around Fargo, North Dakota. Widespread wind chills will hover around 20 degrees below zero throughout the Midwest, with Minneapolis near 30 below and Chicago around 10 degrees below zero. By Monday morning, cold wind chills will extend far south, nearly reaching Jacksonville. The freezing line for feels-like temperatures will reach down to Mobile, Alabama, and temperatures will be below zero all along the Northeast, Ohio Valley, and much of Tennessee. Many will wake to temperatures feeling like 10 degrees above zero, so be prepared with heavy winter clothing. This is a significant weather shift. Remember, with wind chills this severe, frostbite can develop in less than 10 minutes of exposed skin. If you need to be outdoors, cover all exposed skin. This cold is dangerous and should not be taken lightly. Keep your pets inside, check on elderly neighbors, and make sure your heating systems are fully functional. Now, let's turn to the snowfall expected across the country. Currently, snow is falling from Wisconsin through Michigan and into New York. Snow will become more widespread this morning across Pennsylvania, especially near Erie and Buffalo. After lunchtime, snow will spread across the Northeast, including Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, reaching back to the Appalachian Mountains where blizzard conditions are possible. Most snow will taper off late this afternoon into the overnight hours, but lake-effect snow will continue through much of Thursday. The heaviest lake-effect snow will be in northern Ohio and Michigan, particularly northwestern Michigan on Thursday afternoon. Though this snow band may be narrower than first expected, extreme southwestern New York and northern Michigan will see the most significant snow showers. Thursday will also bring another chance for snow as a clipper system moves through the northern plains, Midwest, and Ohio Valley. Some freezing rain may occur in South Dakota, with snow moving through Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Illinois. By late Thursday into early Friday, snow will spread across central and northern Illinois, including Chicago, and extend into Indiana and Ohio. The snow should taper off as it approaches the Appalachian Mountains late Thursday night into Friday morning. Maryland might see some snow on Friday, including around Washington, D.C. Snow will continue late Friday into early Saturday across the Great Lakes and Northeast. Additionally, a new snow band will set up across parts of the northern plains, possibly adding to snow totals in the Ohio Valley. Since this will coincide with the Arctic blast, snow is likely to stick around longer as the extreme cold prevents melting. Total snowfall from this event, spanning Thursday and Friday, won't be extraordinary, but many areas can expect 1 to 3 inches. This includes Minneapolis, Chicago, areas just north of Springfield, Illinois, southern Ohio near Cincinnati, and Fort Wayne, which could see 1 to 2 inches. If you are in the Northeast, be ready for significant snowfall from lake effect snow. Expect 6 to 12 inches in extreme southwestern New York, northwestern Pennsylvania, and near Watertown, New York. Across northern New England, anticipate 4 to 8 inches, with much of upstate New York possibly seeing 12 to 16 inches. Lake effect snow will continue in western New York over the next 2 days. The key concern with this snow is not just the amounts, but the timing and conditions. Snow will fall as temperatures drop sharply and winds pick up, causing blowing and drifting snow, poor visibility, and dangerous travel, especially Thursday night into Friday with the incoming Clipper system. Heading into the weekend, additional snow will occur Friday into Saturday across the Great Lakes and Northern Plains. Light snow may reach the Ohio Valley late Saturday into early Sunday, adding an inch or two more in some spots. By Monday and Tuesday, a high-pressure system will build over the eastern United States. Heavy rain and snow will persist in the Pacific Northwest, but no major winter storms are expected beyond the next few days. However, some early signs hint that significant snow could return by mid to late next week. This is because as we shift from the cold pattern to a warmer one just before Christmas, a boundary zone will form somewhere. When you have a strong temperature contrast and moisture present, winter storms often develop. We'll be watching this very closely as we approach midweek. Here's the important part. While this Arctic chill is intense, it will be relatively brief. By mid-next week, the weather pattern will change quite dramatically. As we discussed earlier with the jet stream, this is a major shift. Currently, strong northwest winds bring Arctic air down from Canada, but by Wednesday and Thursday next week, this flow will shut off. We'll see a west-to-east flow, allowing warmer air to move in, especially across the eastern half of the country. By Christmas week, many areas could experience above-average temperatures, with some places even breaking records. So, if you're traveling for the holidays and concerned about the cold, the good news is it should be milder by Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. However, if you're hoping for a white Christmas, the snow from this week will likely melt in southern regions by then. Up north, in states like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and parts of New York, snow will probably still be on the ground due to heavy snowfall and very cold soil temperatures. But further south, in places like Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, most snow will likely be gone by Christmas. Now, about travel, this will be a challenging week for many. If you plan to travel Thursday or Friday, especially in the Midwest or Great Lakes region, be prepared for snow and severe cold. Roads could be icy, visibility limited due to snow squalls or lake effect bands, and strong winds will cause blowing and drifting snow, making travel hazardous. This weekend, extreme cold will be the main concern. Make sure your vehicle is ready, with a full gas tank and an emergency kit including blankets, food, water, a flashlight, and a phone charger. Getting stranded in these conditions can be life-threatening quickly. If you're flying this week, keep in mind that such cold can disrupt flights. We've seen airlines cancel or delay flights when temperatures drop so low that planes cannot operate safely. So, if you're flying through airports like Minneapolis, Chicago, Milwaukee, or Detroit, monitor your flight status and have backup plans. For those staying home, ensure your heating system is reliable. Losing power during this cold snap can be dangerous. Have flashlights and fresh batteries ready. If you use a generator, keep it outside. Never run it indoors to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning, which is a serious threat. Breaking this down by region, in the northern plains states such as North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota, expect the brunt of this Arctic blast. Temperatures could fall close to -30 degrees, with wind chills nearing -50 and multiple snow events. This is a serious situation. Please prepare accordingly. In the upper Midwest, including Wisconsin, Michigan, and northern Illinois, very cold conditions are also expected. Temperatures will range from the negative teens to near zero, with wind chills between -20 and -30. Multiple snow chances, especially lake effect snow, will make travel tough Thursday, and Friday. For the Ohio Valley states, like Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky, cold weather arrives Sunday and Monday. It won't be as severe as up north, but still below average, with temperatures in the single digits and teens and wind chills below zero. Snow from the Clipper system Thursday and Friday should be manageable. In the Northeast, including Pennsylvania, New York, and New England, expect snow today and Thursday from the current system plus lake effect. Cold air moves in Sunday and Monday, with temperatures in the teens and 20s and wind chills below zero, particularly upstate New York and northern New England, which will see the heaviest snow. For the mid-Atlantic states like Virginia, Maryland, and the District of Columbia, light snow is possible Friday. Cold arrives Monday, but will be much milder than to the north, with temperatures in the 20s and 30s and wind chills in the teens. This won't be a major event, but still cooler than normal. In the southeast, places like Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia, a hard freeze will occur Monday, with temperatures in the 20s and low 30s. The freeze line extends all the way to the Gulf Coast, so protect your sensitive plants. However, by midweek, temperatures warm up quickly. For the south, including Louisiana, Mississippi, and Florida, the coldest air arrives Monday morning, with temperatures in the 30s and low 40s, and possible freezing in northern parts. This cold snap will be brief. By Wednesday and Thursday, temperatures rise significantly. By Christmas week, some areas could experience near-record warmth. Looking beyond this Arctic blast into late December and early January, the pattern becomes uncertain. We know there will be a warm-up just before Christmas, but what happens afterward remains unclear. Some signs point to another pattern change after Christmas, with colder air returning, while others suggest staying in a milder pattern through late December into early January. Much depends on the jet stream setup, and right now, models are not in strong agreement. What I can say is we will be watching closely for potential winter storms around or just after Christmas. These transitional periods between warm and cold, or persistent warm conditions creating temperature contrasts, often spark storm development. Keep an eye on this if you have holiday travel plans. To summarize, a very active and cold pattern is unfolding over the next several days. Expect multiple snow rounds, ongoing lake effect snow, and an intense Arctic blast Saturday through Monday with dangerous cold and wind chills. This will be the coldest air of the season so far and may challenge some records. If you plan to travel this week, be prepared. If staying home, confirm your heating is working and that you have emergency supplies. Check in on elderly neighbors and keep pets indoors. This is serious cold that requires careful attention. The good news is this cold won't last forever. By midweek, a pattern change brings warmer air, and by Christmas week, many places could enjoy above-average temperatures. So if you can get through this challenging week, the holiday weather looks much more pleasant. Make sure you are ready, stay updated on weather conditions, and take this seriously. This will be a significant weather event over the next several days. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next update.